Here is our project buzzingBand for hearing and speech impaired people. Blindness separates us from things, but deafness separates us from the people. Children began to learn how to communicate from the moment they are born. They listen and very soon recognize their parents' voice. But children who are suffering from hearing loss have difficulties learning how to communicate because they can't hear all sounds around them or even their own voice. Instead of verbal language, they use sign language to communicate, but it fails to draw the attention of the person who is distant from the speaker. According to 2011 census, there are about 2.59 crore people suffering from hearing and speech impairment. Out of it, 20% of people belong to the age group 0 to 19, which indicate that most of them belong to the educational sector. So our aim is to reduce the communication gap between the student and the teacher. For example, let us consider the classroom environment where there is a difficulty for the student to communicate between each other unless there is a one-hand distance between the students. During our client visit to Sri Venkateswara Bhadira Pathashala, one of the teachers shared her difficulty that she was unable to alert the students when they are in the dangerous situations. This inspired us to implement a device that bridges the communication gap between the people who are even far away from the speaker. There is a major problem suffered by the students is that the communication between each other. So, we decided to make a solution for that students to bridge a gap between the communication gap between the people. So here is the solution called buzzingBand. So this is our overall prototype. First, we give the unique IDs to the students in the classroom, and we give the So let me explain you about the internal operation of the buzzingBand. When the transmitter has to send the data to the receiver, he presses the switch on the keypad so that the transmitter TX pin gets activated and the encoder encodes the data and the signal is transmitted with the help of the transmitting antenna. And the signal transmitted from the transmitting antenna is received in the receiver side by the receiving antenna and gets decoded, and the vibrator vibrates and the number is displayed in the SST so that the person can know who is calling him. So here 1 is trying to call 2 and whereas 2 is trying to call 1. So this is the overall working prototype of our project buzzingBand.